Okay. Hello. Welcome back to the Forgotten Horror channel. With Davey and Mia. This is going to be part 4 of Collection Classics. Now, first of all, thank you so much for the new subscribers that have subscribed. It's been a nice little trip down memory lane showing these, doing this kind of format. So I'm going to do part 4 today. The first one, I'm going to jump straight in. The first one I'm going to show is one of my favourite films of all time. And that is Dawn of the Dead. Now this version is from Italy. It's the Alan Young collection. Now this came out many years ago on DVD. Before the ultimate set that people were buying. I'll show you that version in a minute and do a comparison. But this is a nice chrome set. And the reason why I really like this version, it's actually got the full soundtrack. I mean, I'm not sure. I do have the Second Sight box set that everyone was showing a few years ago. But I've had this film for many years. And this came out early 2000s. So, take out the nice sturdy box there. Nice chrome. Zombie. Dawn of the Dead. And it has all the different versions on it. You got the Dario Argento version, you have the US theatrical version, the extended version, and then we have disc 4 is Document of the Dead, which is an unbelievable documentary with Roy Frumkus. And then number 5 is the CD of the full Goblin soundtrack. So let's just have a look at this. Absolutely, there's the soundtrack title. But if you open it up, Disco 1, and get that one, Mies. Disco 2, it's quite vibrant, isn't it? That's the theatrical version. Disco 3, that's the, I think there's a Japanese cover of that as well. That'll be the extended version. Disco 4. And Disco 5 is the soundtrack. So there we go. But also what's cool about this one is, if we turn it over, it makes the, you got that, Mies? Gets that. A zombie. Now it's quite a long time, quite an old box set. But I love this one. I love this edition. It's got every edition that you could possibly have, except for the 153-minute version. I do have that on a steelbook up there, but this is still my favourite go-to version because I like the Argento version, believe it or not. I was amazed I got that back in one form. Now, the other version that I was talking about was a few years ago, probably 10 years ago now, was the Ultimate Edition. This came out, I've still got this sealed as well, because it's obviously a keepsake. But I've had this many years, and it's the same sort of version, but it just doesn't include the soundtrack. And this has actually got a little book in, though, by George Romero, signed as well by George Romero. So I'm keeping that as a keepsake, still sealed, because most people have shown it, but it's all open. But there you go. There's the two comparison of just 2 of the box sets of Dawn of the Dead that I have. I've got the Second Sight one and steel books and individual release, because this is one of my favourite films of all time. Dawn of the Dead, you know. But it all stemmed from this bad boy from when I was a kid. I might as well show the preset VHS of it off from Intervision. And I always remember that cover. These covers take me back straight to my childhood. Dawn of the Dead, see Roger there. Yeah. And if we have a look at the tape. There we go. What colour does that mean? Is that yellow?
Yeah.
Yellow. There we go. That's the original preset VHS of Dawn of the Dead on section 3 of the video Nasties. Right. We're going to move into one of my favourite franchises now. And this is a box set that came out. It's probably one of the first limited edition box sets of this franchise that came out. And it was in America only. And of course, it's Friday the 13th. This is the All 8 Deluxe Edition DVDs with Jason's hockey mask. Me being a heavy-handed man, I cracked the thing because they're quite flimsy, the things. See that means? I cracked that, and my expert craftsmanship of selectively put it back so no one would ever know. But just look at the box. I mean, just get the damage. Just get the damage. Just get the damage. Right, and there we see the contents on the back. I've had this many, many years, so please. It was when I first put a code in for me DVD player many years ago, and I could play Region 1 DVDs, so it was amazing. So this was the little set that you got. The glasses are still in there somewhere.
You've got the glasses on, yeah?
Yeah, but
similar?
But I've kept stuff in the box sets now because this box set is so flimsy. I'm not going to take everything out, but I'm going to give you a glimpse. Shit, I don't know. Right, so you see in there, you see the mask and that in there, and this is like a box set with all the DVDs. Now, lucky for me, we're fans of Blue Peter, so here's one I prepared earlier. I've actually got a spare one of those media, that goes inside with all the discs in. I've got my tongue. So this was the disc, what holds the discs. Now the 3D glasses are in there. I'm not rooting them out. But what was good about this, it was like it shows you all the kills and all the fun facts of Jason. This was probably the best box set. I know there's the tin one, and then there was the Screen Factory one, but the disc was housed in this. Now sometimes people were complaining that the glue would stick on the discs, and this one's, I'm not going to jinx myself, but it's okay. So again, we have part 1, my personal favourite part 2. It tells you all these weapons and how many kills and some fun facts. And these were the deluxe versions of the DVDs with the extras on, which people were crying out for. Part 3, you got the 3D glasses for them. There is the 3D glasses somewhere. Part 4, the final chapter. Loads of nice goodies on that one. Turn it over. Part 5.
What's not Jason?
What's not Jason, that's Roy, but the best Tommy Jarvis in my humble opinion, because he was a complete badass. John Shepherd.
Oh, my favourite CJ.
CJ Graham there.
He's my favourite.
I thought you liked Kane.
I love Kane, but that's before Kane.
Ah, right, okay.
So that was before
So
Kane.
that was part... Oh, A up. That's stuck in there. Part 7.
See, he drinks it himself.
See the glue? You see the glue sometimes get stuck, and the discs get jammed. Yeah, there's a bit of a mess on the disc on that one, but I've got Friar 30 Deluxe Edition. And then there's part 8.
Jason Takes Manhattan.
Jason Takes Manhattan.
Alice Cooper.
Alice Cooper was in part 6. Well, he did the soundtrack to part 6. So that's what actually comes in that box set, really. So we'll put them over there.
You talk about Jason, I've got a Jason tattoo on my side.
Oh, well, no, we'll have to show that, won't we? Right. So I've got to make a shout out. One of our newest subscribers and a good friend of mine called VIDA VHS Forever. Hello, mate. This little bit's for you because he likes my pre-cert VHSs. So I'm going to run down some of them here. And first of all, let's just go. These were all on section 1. So straight away, bang. Cannibal Holocaust, the big daddy of them all. This bad boy. This is the original cinema. All the pre-cert VHS in the UK were the cinema versions. Some of them were cut, some of them was uncut. But this is, as you see, this one goes for stupid money. And there is the... So that's Cannibal Holocaust with... It's a really, really stomach-churning film, that, with real animal cruelty. And there was some nasty moments in that one. The director got arrested because he thought they believed that he murdered the people on camera. So that's how real people thought he was. So that's Cannibal Holocaust. That was on section 1. Then let's go with... Let's go order. Nightmares and a Damaged Brain. Here's another one off section 1. Quite show a few that not many people show. Nightmares and a Damaged Brain. This one again. Lots of lovely juicy bits in this one. Now, a friend of mine sent me from Australia a DVD burn of this film. Josh Fulsey fan, if you're still around, Josh, nice. Thank you very much. Many years ago, he sent me a big pile of DVDs, which was all the uncut versions of these, because you have different versions. So this was Nightmare in a Damaged Brain. Quite a nasty movie with some of the kills. Gritty, sleazy movie. So that's that one. Then we go on to something a bit more easy now. Evil Speak. It was on section 1 though, and it had Clint Howard, Gentle Ben, or the Ice Cream Man, or you'll know him from some of Rob Zombie's films. Yeah. Your free poster is behind the sleeve of this cassette. Is it? Is it now?
Dad, it doesn't mean
No.
Doesn't,
They
Dad.
lied. Somebody had it. Somebody had it off. What are you going to try and get?
No, not in there.
Please rewind after use. So that's Evil Speak. Now this is not a bad film actually. This guy, he's in a military academy and he gets bullied by a bunch of his classmates, and then he summons the devil up through his computer, and it's not actually bad. But at the end, like, some pigs come out, the devil's pigs come out and start attacking and eating people, which is pretty cool. So that again was on section 1.
Why pigs?
I don't know. I didn't make the film, babe. So let's just jump to a more known one. And this is another one. Last House on the Left. This was a gnarly one as well. Again, from the back in the day, this was on Relay, VHS, VPD. And again, there we are, I think. Yeah. The goal. So that's Last House on the Left. This was quite a rare one. This was never re-released again. Mardi Gras Massacre, section 1. Never re-released again, but Aunt told me I think it's been released on Blu-ray or 4K. So, but that's the first time in the UK it's been available since this one, and this was on section 1. And again, very rare video, nasty. About the Mardi Gras in New Orleans, and there's some ritual killings going on with prostitutes. Not a bad film. I used to think it was quite bad, but then I rewatched it many years later, and I thought actually it's not a bad film. This it's got mold on though. So Mardi Gras Massacre, it's got mold on that tape. But this was one of your granddad's dart player friends. He had a video shop in Ashton, and he gave that to me dad. My dad said, "Oh crap," and he threw it in the loft with the rest of them. So that's Mardi Gras Massacre. Next, one of Anthony's favourites, Night of the Demon, section 1 on IFS Films. So, this was quite a funny film. Me and Ant have talked about this in its original box. Night of the Demon. So there we go. So there's some pre-certs from section. These are all section 1, which was successfully prosecuted. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 video nasties heard off, and really I'd still be in prison now by owning them, because 6 of them off section 1, poof, you were going to jail for a very, 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 very long time. Right, let's move off the pre-cert VHSs. Should we get some modern? Should we do a bit of 4K for the newer viewers? Now this one is an amazing one. This was a gift off again my wife Jilly, Horror Mistress. This is the 4K from Germany, limited edition 3-disc ultra HD set with the model, and yeah, this comes in this box, but I've already got it out because I've got it on display up in the gods up there. So I'll put the box there if it doesn't take up too much screen. I'll show this. Absolutely, I'm not a fan of bust, by the way. Bust editions I'm not a fan of, but this, when I saw this, I was like, yep, absolutely. And it was quite pricey when it came out. But again, my wife being the love that she is, and she's into horror, and she does like it. Zoom on his face. The detail of that. Yeah, she bought me that as a surprise. The Steelbook Ultra 3-disc limited edition 4K HDR is there, and that's nice. It's got like an embossed on. So yeah, I thought I'd just show a couple of more modern things in my collection. So that was that one. Unbelievable. For anybody interested, they do sell this model separate on its own, without obviously the Blu-ray and the 4K. But this was the limited edition version that they released. I can't remember how many numbers they released. So that was that. Now let's get on to Mia's favourite. Mia's been asking for this for a while, haven't you? So have a look at this one in detail. This one come from Australia. I've had this for quite a few years now, but it's still pretty modern. And this big heifer is the Ultimate Saw Trap, the Ultimate Collection from VIDA and from Australia. And this is a beauty. Nice, it's pride of my collection on top of the thing. But if you're going to get a box set, just spend the money and get this. So it's 4K Blu-ray, and then it comes in this, and this is removed. Quite a sturdy box. Now, yeah, I mean, you get this is like a velvet. How do we get white cat hair on it when they've not even seen it? Unbelievable. That's the trap. Proper metal, and the discs are all in here. Oh. And as you can tell, I never really open it that much because I've got them individually, so I don't really need to open it. So let's just, here we go. See what I've done now? You see what I've done? I've plugged up the desk with all the other stuff. Right, so that comes out there, and then this comes out here. And it's like a binder. This is Mia's favourite. She loves Saw, Jigsaw. So again, we have, similar to the Friday the 13th, the discs are in their own packaging there. So,
Got hair on the top.
what's that?
Got hair on the top.
That's it on the strap, yeah, that's it. Saw 2. With the fingers, not a bad one, Saw 2. It's probably one of my favourites, Saw 2. Saw 3, which is your favourite, Mia?
The first one and the last one.
The first and the last one, Saw 4. And again, as you can see, the discs are in the plastic thing. I'm not going to get her out because it's over. Saw 5.
Looks like Hannibal Lecter there.
He does look a little bit like Hannibal Lecter there. Saw 6. Saw 3D. Did we miss one? No.
Oh.
Jigsaw. And Jigsaw. It's a nice box set, this. And then we got Spiral. Not a bad one. And then we got a disc of special features. And there's another bonus special features disc there. So it doesn't include Saw 10, Saw X or whatever you call it, but because that came out afterwards. But that is an awesome box set. So I'm going to try and put some of this stuff back together. So anyway, this was part 4. I hope you've all enjoyed this video. Me and Mia will be back. I think we'll do one more. I mean, I could go on forever with showing me collection classics, but we need to get back to doing some of what we normally do. So we'll do one more after this to make it the 5th part, and then we'll go on to something else. But there we go, everybody. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed these collection classics with me and Mia. We really do appreciate you watching. And we're going to leave it there. So from all of us in the room of doom, in the horror playground, or what you're saying, sayonara, and we'll see you again. We'll say bye, Mia.
Bye.
Okay.